Good afternoon, and it's the second day of the African Cup of Nations special edition here at Soccer 360. I'm your host, Delvin Owino, and the AFCON kicked off yesterday, Egypt versus Zimbabwe, that ended 1-0 in favor of the Pharaohs. Let me introduce my guests first and foremost. Nicolette White is back with us. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Saturday fever?
More like Sunday fever.
Sunday fever. And how about you doing?
Well,
Dennis Otieno, I was with you on set yesterday.
Yeah, I'm good. Of course, you know, we predicted that Egypt were going to emerge victorious, but nobody knew Zimbabwe would actually have the stamina to hold Egypt off to a 1-0 victory. So I think Zimbabwe tried their best, yeah? But we're going to discuss more, you know, when the show progresses. But so far, so good. Everything is going on well. The opening ceremony of AFCON was top-notch, so...
It was incredible.
I'm liking the competition so far.
And where's your friend, Bar Prince? You're supposed to be
He's
here.
lost again.
He's
Can
lost.
people please help us
Have
find
you tweeted?
him? I need to tweet,
Please
by the
find
way.
Bar.
Whoever has seen him, take a photo and tag us so we know where he is. We know he's not been kidnapped and he's safe.
So let's kick off the show. And the first thing we're going to kick off with is the goal of the day. And of course, there's only one goal yesterday from Mohamed Trezeguet, whom I mentioned yesterday is a very technical, talented player. But anyway, let's take a look at the goal of the day. Okay, that was the goal of the day by Mohamed Trezeguet. Now, guys, what do you make of that goal? It was a special goal.
I think the solo effort by Trezeguet, just you know, dribbling on the flanks and then going ahead to score, it was a remarkable performance from the player. But I also think the Zimbabwe players were too sloppy. The defenders, first of all, shouldn't have left Trezeguet to dribble that ball all that while. If it were me, or if it were a player like Sergio Ramos, they would have fouled Trezeguet from the flanks before he gets into the box. Now look at the keeper's position. The ball just went in. He looked at it.
Don't get into detail.
I know he's you know, giving props to Trezeguet.
No. We are going to get into that game a little bit later on.
Yeah.
I'll let you chip in. Just hold on to your thoughts. Hold on to your thoughts. Now, the trivia question for today. And first, I'd like to say yesterday's answer was Samuel Eto'o. Do you remember the question of yesterday? The top scorer, who has scored the most goals in the African Cup of Nations.
Yeah, I remember.
The answer was Samuel Eto'o. And Games, Twitter, a very loyal Twitter follower, got that correct. And today's question is, how many African Cup of Nations trophies has Samuel Eto'o won with Cameroon? How many African Cup of Nations trophies has Eto'o won with Cameroon? So I'll just let my director cue in that question and you have a look at it. So, yeah, how many times did Samuel Eto'o win the African Cup of Nations with Cameroon? That is the question. Do send in your answers. Tweet us, #Soccer360, or send us an SMS. Our SMS number is 40920. I hope I've gotten that correct. But I'm sure it'll appear in either your left or right, top right-hand corner. The left-hand corner, thank you, Director, of the screen, 40920. Now, guys, I'm not going to let you answer that question.
Yeah, because you're always shouting for Trezeguet.
It's not even about Trezeguet. The trivia question is what I'm talking about.
The trivia question, of course.
And I'm sure you don't even know the answer.
White and myself,
I know you two don't even know the answer.
We're up to date with the matters
Also,
football,
we
know the answer. I know the answer. I know the answer.
I don't want you to say it.
But we can't say it right now.
I know, so I'm telling him I don't want him to say it. Now, of course, yesterday's big game, Egypt, the host nation, they took on Zimbabwe. But first, before I get your thoughts, that's why I told you, hold on to your thoughts, because you're going to delve deeper into this game. I wanted my director to pull up the highlights of the Egypt versus Zimbabwe game. Now, those are the highlights from yesterday's opening game of the AFCON 2019. Egypt versus Zimbabwe. The Pharaohs came out on top. And, of course, Kama Billiat there. He had a glorious chance just before Trezeguet scored. But now it's time to get thoughts of my pundits. But then, first and foremost, to my left. Late as always.
I know I've been missing in action for a while, but now I'm here.
You happy to be back?
Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm facing this.
Hey, your fans have been asking for you on Twitter, by the way.
Your fans are really missing.
Where is MC Bar Prince?
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. I was just reading through tweets of #Soccer360 and I was like, there's a lady.
Can we read them out?
Actually,
not now. It's not time for
even
Twitter.
one, two.
Two ladies? Oh my, are you ladies?
They love your noise.
My noise?
They love the noises you make here on set.
Let me tell you, we are not yet to make noise. Yes, because Harambee Stars, ikianza game this Sunday. My God.
Yeah. This Harambee Stars Day is tomorrow. We're not focusing on Harambee Stars. Egypt, Zimbabwe, and let me get your thoughts, you first, since you're late.
Yes, I think yesterday's game was amazing. I think Zimbabweans just surprised people because we expected at least more than 3 goals. Because if you could rate the 2 teams, I think Egypt had an upper hand. First, on their own soil. First A, on their own soil. First B, on they're the host. Second, ukilinganisha wachezaji na watu wa Zimbabwe, they cannot be compared. Only kina Nakamba who plays in Belgium.
What about billiard?
But Lokran is still in Belgium. I think
he plays actually for Kaiser Chiefs, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
He played. Then he's.
Yeah.
But let me ask.
The most talented player in that Zimbabwe
I think he was.
But can you compare them?
Okay, there's no comparison.
Look at El Shenawi, the goalkeeper. Yeah. Look at El Neni in the midfield, and then look at the striking force.
My God, why El Neni?
Yes, Mohamed El Neni. Yes, El Neni.
I had a row with Dennis yesterday when he mentioned to me El Neni. I was like, I'm an Arsenal supporter.
But
listen,
you know, you guys...
Arsenal supporters out there,
goodness.
just please tweet us and tell these people, El Neni, he's a good player, he's an average player, but he's not that quality player. You can't name him as a star player in Egypt. No.
You can actually, because he does
Egypt,
play.
yes.
When you compare him in the Egypt team and in the Arsenal team, it's 2 different El Neni.
Very different. But I think
You're making Dennis smile.
People are saying that
it's true, because it's a fact, Delvin. And just because he's not performing for Arsenal, of course he's turning up for Team Egypt.
He doesn't even play in Arsenal. He plays like probably 1 in 20.
But you guys are the ones who have decided to put him on the bench and give him free wages.
He's not good enough. El Neni is not good enough.
I don't think it's about him not being good enough. It's just a matter of him not being selected to play for the team. But when it comes to Egypt, he really does turn up for them.
But I think...
But who was your player of the match in that game for Egypt? Who was the player of the match?
For Egypt...
Let me you come last now. Dennis, who was your player of the match in that game?
I'll go with Mo Salah. Despite the fact that he failed to score, he was giving out his entire performance. The kind of runs he was making...
But Mo Salah was selfish.
The kind of runs he was making...
He was making very fabulous runs. I agree there with you.
Yeah, so I'll go with Mo Salah for his determination to perform for the national team.
Man of the match for the game.
I think I'll go with our goal scorer, Trezeguet, because you know why? I'm not taking sides. I think he made a very clinical thought in scoring that goal. Like, just watch him. I think he, hands down, should be the player for that match.
I agree with you there, but let me hear Baz.
No, it's the same. I think Trezeguet did
he did an amazing job.
Look at the first touch on the line on the left. I think he touched the ball, then he just ran in front.
Not only that, there was a time when the ball first came to him before, when he was starting to dribble, he kind of knew he was almost offside.
Yeah.
You see, he was watching himself. He was thinking while playing.
That is called awareness.
That is a tactical player.
But I think for Dennis,
listen,
people.
You've been quiet. Thank you.
Listen,
give him time to say what he wants to say, because
all players in a pitch always watch the offside trap. It's nothing spectacular. The Trezeguet adjusted his position when he realized he was off.
I'd have to interfere there.
Go ahead.
Every player's their offensive awareness is different.
Yeah.
Some players are more aware of their positioning than other players.
True.
So that makes him man of the match?
Yes.
That makes him man of the match because he knew how to be the offside trap.
Let me be honest with you. Not the offside trap.
If you're giving Trezeguet props because of the goal he scored, then I think you're having it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Because if you look at the highlights, the keeper was just out of place.
You can't say that. By the way, I'll disagree with you on one thing. That keeper, to be honest, Zimbabwe should give him some form of a trophy. That guy was practically playing with defenders all over the place.
Guys, I think
Sibanda literally held it down for Zimbabwe. They would have been beaten 5-0, especially in the first half.
I think Salah was selfish because what do we call them? Targets. I mean, shots on target. They had almost 12, I think. I think kumi zilikuwa zake. Because that guy alikuwa tu anafika anapiga.
Now that Bar Prince, you've brought up the stats, my director, please bring up those stats for Egypt versus Zimbabwe. Let's just have a look at them, because Egypt had like plethora of shots to the Zimbabwe goal. Director, please bring up the stats.
Zote ni za Salah.
There are the stats. Look at that, 11 shots for Egypt on goal.
Look.
Zimbabwe, 11, 5 on target.
Then 11 there for this Egypt. I think 10 was for Salah.
Why would you say on goal? So they were on target. 10 or shots.
Kuna zingine alikuwa anapiga na ingeshika tu mwewe juu inaua. Because zingine zinaenda juu from nowhere. I think Salah, if he could have done at least opposite of what he was doing, I think angekuwa na pass tu pale katikati, because you could see kina Morwan wakijaribu kukuja wanamwambia give us the ball. Give us the ball. Kina Mohsen, anaitwa Mohsen Morwan.
So let me
Marwan Mosi.
Let me ask you guys a question. After seeing that performance from Egypt, do you think they can go far in this tournament?
Let me tell you why I'm 50-50.
Leave home advantage out of this.
Let's leave home advantage. There's something that I don't remember which player it was from Egypt. He literally pushed his fellow player so he can get the ball because he wanted to try and score. You do not do that in a team. And if they have that mentality that they have with the anger that they were playing yesterday.
And I think it's Mohamed. It's Mohamed because...
You saw that. There was a time...
I saw
it.
The
first half, the chance?
It was literally... He should have literally not done that.
He pushed him a bit.
He pushed him until the player fell. You don't do that.
Okay. It was a cross. Listen, it was a cross.
Nicolette, and I don't support that kind of a behavior in a game. But how can we justify that behavior? It shows the hunger that
There's
Egypt...
no hunger when it
comes to... Talk!
No.
Just
have to communicate.
Not when it comes to a team. And I've noticed that's the problem. That's what the Egyptian team is missing. They all have this... We all want to be heroes.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
And I think I agree. Dennis, maybe it wasn't on purpose.
No, but that's not how you play right now in the AFCON. You need to be able to talk to each other, communicate, give each other...
I think they were fighting who is
going to score
the
first.
first in this 32nd.
If that's how they play,
season.
And that was Zimbabwe, if that's how they play and they're meeting someone who's tougher, like Nigeria or Cameroon or Senegal, or even their neighbors, Morocco and stuff, these guys won't make it far.
With that.
If they do that, if they play how they played yesterday against Harambee Stars in the semis, I'm telling you, we'll beat them.
Let me tell you another thing.
That
did not happen on purpose.
No.
Maybe it's even the hunger, as Dennis was saying, that drive. That
there was I'm trying to remember.
If it happened 1, 2, 3,
but if it is hunger,
2, 3, 4, 5 times, maybe you can say, okay.
Yeah.
There's no.
Then
they were playing with aggression. No.
But
watch the game. They were playing with aggression. You can't play with aggression.
Everybody wanted to score.
Yeah, your first game.
Now I tend to disagree with that.
I also tend to disagree. And I feel, with the question that Delvin, that you've asked, with that kind of a gameplay, if we judge their gameplay last night, are they going to clinch the title?
Or get far?
Yeah. I think watching that game was like watching the finals of AFCON. Egypt were, with runs, they wanted to play and they wanted to score. And I think playing that way, they're actually going for in this competition.
Then it's also, if you say that, or if you term it like that, give it props to also Zimbabwe, because they were competitors in that match.
First of all, I have a problem with you. You mentioned earlier that if Egypt play this way against Harambee Stars...
Yes, in the quarters, yes.
If they even meet or whatever happens, that Harambee Stars will win. Are you mad?
No, I'm not mad. Let me tell you. Can I repeat it?
First half?
Can I repeat it?
Did you see Egypt in the first half?
First of all, Mimi, let me tell you. I'm not even communicating to you. Let me tell you, Nicolette. Let me tell you this. People, cameras, and everybody, and every commentator yesterday before the match were talking all about this team, Egypt. As if Egypt wanacheza peke yao kwa uwanja. I was like, why are you not mentioning Zimbabwe?
Yeah.
Why? Everything. And now you are leaving out Zimbabwe. Yeah. You are forgetting that pia walikuwa na compete in that match.
Yeah.
Whatever happened, they blocked a lot of balls from that.
Critical ones.
Yes.
Critical
and shout out,
especially in the first 20 minutes
I want
of
to
the
throw
game.
a shout
goalkeeper aliumia mkono. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I want to throw a shout out to Mr. Ubango, the head of Super 8, who was here yesterday, and he was telling us, if Zimbabwe want to get this right, they should not play defensively.
Which they did.
In the first half, in the first half, like 20 minutes. But they were trying to defend because...
But throughout the match, they did not hold on the defensive. And I think that is what made Egypt score only 1 goal. Because if they would have maintained the defensive strategy, they would have conceded more goals.
They were trying to take their opportunities.
It's never easy to soak up pressure for 90 minutes. You'll give in at one point.
Yeah, true.
But then, again... I'm back to you in that case you've made about
Please
Egypt.
come back.
Harambee Stars beating Egypt performance.
It is because... what Nicolette has mentioned is very right.
But
Let me tell you why.
I like having you here. You know why I like having you here?
Can I clarify this?
Let me tell you why I like having you here first and foremost.
Okay.
You're loud and delusional. You're the most delusional person I've ever met.
That is why, the ladies love what I'm doing.
Yeah, I told you. Because of your loudness. And you groan here like a lion every now and then. But anyway, the thing is...
But let's
conclude.
No.
Before we talk about Zimbabwe.
But you are to give me a time.
Yes, but Egypt, played a good game.
But what Nicolette said is right, that if they continue that way, like everybody anataka kufunga, everybody
But it's just the
anataka
hunger
kuwa
and the
superstar,
drive.
There's no hunger,
everybody
by the way.
anataka,
There's no hunger.
uh-uh.
You need to play as a team. Football is not a one-man game. If that was the case, they would play tennis.
Play as a team.
Nah, I
But
think-
did you see the
Akianani
build-up between
watapigwa
Mo
wakienda
Salah?
Yeah, did you see that
There was a
1-2
build-up
in the
play.
first half?
Yeah, tiki-taka,
Are you
just
crazy?
Mo Salah
Which
making runs.
tiki-taka?
In the
And
first
then
half,
Trezeguet
I
failed
don't-
to score.
maybe
No,
we're not
no,
That
watching
was
the
the
same
time
match.
Trezeguet failed to score.
the
Those-
time,
Let me tell
yeah,
you.
Trezeguet failed
But
to score.
guys,
did you see the 1-2 building up to that?
But
that
Delvin,
chance?
do you know
proper
you
teamwork.
asked
That
us
is- it was
about
proper teamwork.
our favorite player, like who was our our favorite player in Egypt? I think
The
why
man of the
did
match
you
in the
not?
game.
Why did you not ask about
We
Zimbabwe?
are going to Zimbabwe first, aside with Egypt. But we're going to Zimbabwe. As he was the man of the match in the
Okay,
Egypt team.
okay,
But
okay.
anyway, another thing that what Dennis has
Sawa.
put through there, if you did not see that build-up play to Trezeguet's chance, the 1-2, then I don't know what you guys are talking about.
But
because
guys,
that was proper
did Mo
teamwork.
Salah even husika in that build?
He was
Yes,
there. He was
actually he's the one who
involved.
started.
He started
But guys,
that
the
one.
one
let me
who
ask.
started
Let
the
me ask.
build-up play.
Let me ask.
Yeah.
That is why I'm saying also Mo Salah tayari alikuwa na kirere mingi ya kutaka kufunga.
Alikuwa na kirere,
Trezeguet
sio
anacheza side moja ya namba nini?
Yeah.
Side moja. Mo Salah kwa side nyingine. Na sasa wanakutania Unajua pia on
Listen,
that
listen,
pitch
listen.
you
Now
have to
let me educate
It seems
about
like
Prince.
Baptiste didn't watch that
tactical-
game.
Mo Salah pia
It
yeye
seems like you
alikuwa
didn't
tu.
watch
let me-
that game.
Dennis, give me the chance to educate
Okay.
him into
want
tactical knowledge of formations and strategies.
Oh my
If
goodness.
you've been put on the wing, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to stay there. Case in point,
I
no
know.
wait, case in
I
point,
know Hazard
Manchester
does
City.
so.
Hazard, Manchester
Yes,
City as
I
well.
know.
Bernardo Silva on the wing. You have that roam, you have that free license to roam in. And Trezeguet and Salah, I think they just have that free license to interchange.
Let me tell you.
Delvin,
Let me tell you.
let me narrate to you how
Nandio.
the build-up started.
Hey, these people are
Mo
they
Salah
are
was coming
schooling me
from the
now.
flank. Mo Salah was coming from the flank with the ball. He gave a pass, he made a run, he was given back the pass, and he took it out to the flank again to Trezeguet, who failed to score.
And I don't
From
know
the
if
flank with a finesse
I
shot.
don't know if my
which
director
failed
can
to-
bring up those highlights. I don't know if it's in that package of that highlights.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the goal that Trezeguet scored
no,
or
the
build
goal-
up?
the
Build
goal-
up.
Ile yenye waliua
We're just trying
ndege.
to show to you with,
It came to out of nothing.
Let me
He
answer-
also
let-
tried
Let me
to.
answer him.
You
When
can do it your
Trezeguet
own.
scored, Mo Salah was there. He would have crossed him and Salah would have scored.
Yes.
Why did he opt not to?
Because alijua this guy.
No, wait, let him answer.
It's not
Why
about-
did-
it's not about-
Ah,
it's not- no,
Let him answer.
No,
Nicolette.
Dennis, let me back you up there.
I mean,
You
it.
can't
I've
do a
got
backup.
Ah,
I've
tuwaseme
said
kwa
I've
kuna
directed
shida
a
gani?
question.
You said Trezeguet is an overall performer. He's an overall
No, you
skillful
told me to
player.
pick the man of the match from
For
Egypt.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And
And
I
you're
picked
asking me-
Trezeguet.
you're
because
asking me, why didn't
he scored
Trezeguet-
a tactical goal. But now I'm asking you, if it's about teamwork,
Yeah.
if it was another team, you have your star of the club there, right across you,
Yeah.
you would your instinct would have been to cross to him, right?
Not,
Why did he not?
Not entirely, not entirely.
but also
you
Salah
analyze
was
the
in a position
situation.
where he could have
You,
scored.
you analyze the situation
You want
and you
them to
see
pass
if
the
you
ball
can
to the
score.
goal.
If you
want them to
can
pass
score,
the
you
ball
go
to-
for
yeah,
the goal.
You want them to pass the ball till the goal.
Yeah.
But
We'll
guys,
be here again. We'll
can't
be
you
here
see
again
the
having
effort?
this discussion.
You know, Trezeguet was a hero in that match kuliko huyu kijana wako wa Manywele. Mwenye mnasema ati wewe ndio hero wako, of which alikuwa anatoka na ball huko kuota akiingia hapa anataka kushutia. Did you see the corner yenye alipiga? I don't know if you saw that corner, alipiga.
My thing
Where
with you
on
guys-
a professional footballer who plays for Liverpool,
Prince, my
anapiga
point-
corner
my point-
inapita juu ya mchuma inatoka nje.
My point of contention with
But
both
no,
of
but
you.
from
My
the,
point,
from the angle he
Nicolette,
was taking that goal, there was no way it was
Listen,
going to go anywhere.
But haikuguza hata mtu.
my point of contention with both of you is, right now you're saying Egypt need teamwork. But when it comes to the
No,
Trezeguet...
listen, I've
to
told
the
you
Trezeguet
Egypt
goal.
are playing aggressively. They're forgetting that they're supposed to be a team.
Maybe that aggression is what needed to win the
no,
title.
no.
And that is what,
aggression
that is
going
what
to come
won
and
them
bite
last
them
night's
back.
match.
Yeah, that's what won them last
People.
night's match.
No.
People, let us
Okay, let's focus on
understand,
Zimbabwe. Let's focus on Zimbabwe because we won't go anywhere with this. You know, these two, when they get together, it's like
First of
a
all-
group of
first
two
of all,
delusional young kids that...
First of all,
Young kids.
Egypt ingesend a statement to the rest of the teams.
Exactly.
The rest of the 22 teams in there. Ilipata
23.
20
23.
because Zimbabwe na
Cannot be an
Ninisi
odd number.
walikuwa hapo.
It cannot be an... Oh, okay.
Si Zimbabwe walikuwa
I get
wanaweka
you, I
uwanja.
get you.
Nimekuwahi hesabu.
Yeah.
Pole pole. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Egypt ingesend a statement. Do you remember what Russia did to Saudi Arabia in the opening match of the last year World Cup? Iliwapiga 4. kwa kweli ndio haiku
Did they
progress
go on-
poa.
did they go on to win
But
the
you
World
do,
Cup?
you do have to send a statement, my friend. You have to
then
get your
it doesn't-
things
You know,
clear.
and the
You don't
first-
send a
the
statement
first
with
game,
the number
no,
of
no,
goals
no.
you score, just the performance you put on the field.
Sasa performance. Let us now focus on Zimbabwe.
Let's focus
now.
on Zimbabwe. Let's
Pia
focus on
tukuoshe
Zimbabwe.
hapo.
Because, okay, man of the match from the Zimbabwe team, Kama Billiat, of course.
No.
Even though he missed a chance
No,
just
no,
before
no. I mean,
Trezeguet scored.
I'll go with the keeper, Sibanda.
Oh, yeah, that's a
I'll
good,
go with
that's a
the
good,
keeper.
that's
May
a
I have
good
two,
choice.
goalkeeper and Lunga.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Why would you pick the goalkeeper as the man of the match for Zimbabwe?
Man, in the first 10 minutes, did you see what he did?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to get out of you.
Mpaka jamaa anaumia mkono.
Ah, yeah.
In
You
fact-
know, you were saying Egypt have no teamwork. How are they building up to create those chances?
No, but
Okay, let's leave Egypt out.
No.
Egypt
Don't
is-
bring
we're talking
Egypt back
Zimbabwe.
because Zimbabwe did play as a team. The
Yeah.
only thing is that I feel the defenders kept forgetting their position. They were going way too much in front and they were leaving the goalkeeper.
But I think where we should give Zimbabwe credit is that they managed just to concede one goal.
Again, they
That
Which
can
is-
come
which
into
is-
play at the end of the group stages. It can
Not
actually,
only that, for you, it's the first game, to be honest. They gave them a run for their money.
Did you
How, in what way? I did see
Oh
that.
my goodness.
These
I did.
people
I
are
don't know what match he
united.
was watching.
Kwani hawa majamaa
No, no, no,
mlikuwa
no.
mnawatch
Like a
nini?
big-
Zimbabwe did not give Egypt a run for their
Like
money.
they didn't have any clear-cut chances.
Ni kama-
nothing
Oh
of
my
that sort.
God.
Ni kama
Tell me
Delvin alikuwa
again.
anaochea hii game kwa simu.
No,
You
no,
know?
no.
I think so.
No,
Listen.
no, no, no.
Ama ilikuwa ina buffer, alikuwa anakosa
I
pad.
think with the chances,
Akikuja anapata wameendelea.
with the chances that you're talking about, the person who was making the chances was Kama Billiat.
He just had one in the first half
Yeah.
that was a clear-cut.
But
He
even
had
Shekwi
chances
was
there.
good
But
in the midfield.
I think I'd pick Kama Billiat as my man of the
Thank
match.
you.
He was making fantastic runs also. I think there was a situation of a free kick where he made a run. He was a bit of a trickery. However, he failed to utilize the chances, but he tried his best. He tried to lift
not a
Zimbabwe to
chance.
victory, but
It
he
was one
failed.
chance.
But I think for the Zimbabwe side, he's the player that stands out for me.
Yeah,
or
Kama
stood
Billiat
out.
is the
Yeah.
standard
But I
player
think,
for Zimbabwe.
guys, the
Without a
whole
doubt.
I give props to everybody in that team. I think they did well. Hakukwa, yes, they were forgetting their positions, but again, they could at least remember that yeah, we've left open behind us, so let us run and recover.
Yeah.
I think we have also to concentrate on Zimbabwe and also try to see what they did good, despite the fact that
And
yes,
that's what
they
I'm-
lost the 3 points.
Yeah, and that's
but
what I'm saying
again,
as well, that we have to give them credit. At least they just managed to concede that one goal.
yeah,
Yeah.
only one. And I think pia Egypt walikuwa wamechoka sana before wapate hiyo bao. Walikuwa wamestruggle. And I think in Lunga, in that defense, if they continue that way, they're going to thrash teams in that competition. Yes, Zimbabwe. If they continue like that.
Considering
Unity,
the amount
Kutusa.
of pressure Zimbabwe were facing, knowing that this is the opening match against
Yeah.
the heavy
The hosts,
favorites
yeah.
to win this game, the home advantage of Egypt, fans, booing
Shouting,
Zimbabwe and shouting and cheering Egypt, they kept their composure. And they built up to the pace of Egypt because Egypt were, all up and running.
They were pressuring them.
And so Zimbabwe adjusted to that kind of a gameplay, and I think that is just remarkable.
I think mafans wa Zimbabwe walikuwa kama 50 kwa hiyo grao.
The grab at the stadium was full. It was jammed.
Yeah.
Hao ni wa Egypt.
Yeah, of course.
was
Wengine
full of
ni
the
And
rest.
it's a 75,000 capacity stadium.
wengine
That's
ni
the size of
50.
Old Trafford.
Cairo International Stadium. Oh my.
Okay, anyway, guys, we have to go for a quick break, but when we come back, of course, we'll be focusing on today's games. There are a host of games. Our neighbors, Uganda, the Cranes, taking on DR Congo. That'll be a good match. We have Nigeria as well. Do you even have a team that you're supporting, apart from Kenya? Anyway, I'll get back to you later on. But
Guy.
anyway, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Soccer 360 AFCON Special Edition. Here with Bar Prince, Nicolette, and Dennis. I've just gone to the other set where they'll be taking us through the Twitter feedback, but that will come just a little bit later on. First and foremost, I just want to take you through the trivia question of the day, which is as follows. How many times has Samuel Eto'o won the AFCON trophy with Cameroon? How many times has Samuel Eto'o won the AFCON trophy with Cameroon? That question is as well, you'll get it in our Twitter handle. So just send us your answers. Hashtag Soccer360. I'm sure people will have sent their answers through, but Nicolette and Dennis on the other set, they'll take us through those feedbacks. So let me just repeat that question one more time. How many times did Samuel Eto'o win the AFCON with Cameroon? Yes, how many times did Samuel Eto'o win the AFCON with Cameroon?
Can
I'm
I
sure
have
you know
this
the
before?
answer. You can't answer it.
No, I'm just giving them a hint.
No, there's nothing like hints here.
Like how many times
No,
has
no, no, no,
Cameroon
no, 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 no.
won the AFCON wakiwa na Eto? Hivyo tu sasa
That,
alafu.
you're just basically answering the question.
I'm not answering. I have said wafikirie how many times Cameroon imewin AFCON wakiwa na Eto. Hivyo tu alafu
That's the answer.
hiyo ndio answer hiyo. See, I'm giving them a
That is the
hint.
answer. Basically, you're giving them. But anyway,
It's a hint.
SMS line 40920. It's on our top left-hand corner. I'm bad. What do they call it?
Uja.
Left or right? Top left-hand corner 40920. Hashtag Soccer360. But now,
Lakini ungewapea
Baprince,
ABCD.
No, it's not like ABCD because it would be easy.
Okay.
You know, nowadays there's something called Google. Okay, just go. So, let it be. Let it
Oh,
be.
that is the answer.
Please. Now, let's just cross over to Dennis and Nicolette. They'll take us through the Twitter feedback and just let us know if anyone has got that answer correct.
Well, of course, thank you, Delvin. Right here, we are on the touch screen where we're going to take you through the social media feedback. Of course, the viewer back at home, thank you so much for the feedback that you're giving us. And maybe we'll just start off by reading some of the tweets that you've been sending about the discussion that we're having today about the AFCON football match that was last night. Now, we'll start off with the first tweet by Gemma Jones. Gemma says, Sibanda was my man of the match because he was playing positions 1, position 2, 3, 4, and 5 while being a brilliant goalkeeper at the same time. Nicolette, tell me about this because you picked the keeper as the man of the match.
I mean, it's true if you think about it because as I said, the
Yeah.
defense kept forgetting their position. They were they were leaving him way too open.
Yeah.
And Egypt were coming for him every time he was open enough, and he managed to retain quite a number of deadly goals. So
Yeah.
I think he was
I
doing
don't
an
know.
amazing job.
Nicolette,
He was doing an amazing
Nicolette
job.
and Sibanda, I don't know, I beg to differ. I beg to differ. The goal by Trezeguet, if you look at the highlights, he watched it go past him.
Oh my goodness. He did have 3 defenders with him who were also watching the ball past him. Give the guy some credit.
All right, all right.
Msafaka
Maybe Jones, maybe he was blocked by the 3 defenders and he didn't see how the ball went past him. No, maybe to move on to the next tweet, Nicolette, take us to the next tweet.
De Costa Kawira says, yeah, the hype is back. Anyway, I'm enjoying the show.
Well, De Costa, keep tweeting. Thank you. We're here purposely for you to inform you about the latest happenings in AFCON. Now, of course, the tweets go on. This was the build-up of the show. Then Gemma Jones again, giving us props, having AFCON, giving props to Baprince and Nicolette White. So, Delvin, as I take it back to you, I think as the tweets keep on coming through, we will definitely keep you up to speed on what is going on the social media handle. Back to you, Delvin.
Now, Dennis, no one has answered. Is there any answer to the question, our trivia question?
Not unless we refresh the touch screen and just see if new tweets have been coming. But maybe in the meantime, Nicolette would be checking the tweets on her device. Just
There was one that didn't appear there that was quite interesting.
Yeah.
And I think it was directed to you.
Oh,
because
yeah.
there was a Romain Rush 254.
Yes.
Who said, I knew you'll say Salah, but Trezeguet and El Neni, Delvin's favorite player, cut it for him for man of the match.
Yeah. It seems like Romain knows me, way much better because he knew that I'd go for Salah, but not because of any other aspect, but because he's a player who gives out his best performance. But Trezeguet, yes, I'm not opposed to the fact that Trezeguet, a lot of people are going to opt for Trezeguet to be the man of the match. I'm not opposed to that idea, but, well, Mo Salah still tried his best. He tried his best, yeah. Any more tweets coming in from your device?
No, I can't say anything yet.
So, Delvin, as we keep on refreshing the Soccer360 handle on the social media platform, we shall give you the latest updates. Back to you, Delvin.
Okay, thank you very much, Dennis Otieno and Nicolette White. Now, focus now is going to be Uganda, DRC Congo. That's the first game of today.
Somebody's talking to us.
Well, you normally just drift away from the topic of discussion.
No, I'm coming back. I'm just, nimeona hapa, kuna mzee amejibu. Kuna mtu hapa amejibu anajita. Ati Dennis Kipto. Anasema ati Samuel Eto'o has won the AFCON with Cameroon like 6 times. Where on earth? 6 times.
Anyway, we'll give them the question at the end of the show. or our social media team will tweet them the question.
Dennis
They have
Kipto
the
anasema
answer,
6
sorry.
times. So hiyo ni kwa advice yangu. I don't know why.
Okay, 6 times. Is it
6
mad?
times.
Anyway, let's just move forward from that because that answer is wrong.
Okay.
Uganda, DRC, Congo.
Yes.
Which team are you supporting, by the way? Are neighbors or you're going for DRC?
I'm with
You don't know?
I'm with Harambee Stars, my friend.
No, for today's game, yes, you're supporting Harambee Stars, but which team will you be backing? Our East African neighbors or
No.
Central Africa?
Of course, I think I'll be with DRC because I want Harambee Stars to proceed. Pale mbele, of course, so I'm against our rivals.
So you want Harambee Stars to proceed further
Further
than
Tanzania or
and
even
and
Uganda.
Burundi?
Yes. So I want Uganda to be thrashed at least 3 goals so that at least they can, pull back whatever they have.
Okay, let's focus on DRC Congo. I'll also cross back to Nicolette and Dennis. They have huge talent in that squad. The likes of Arthur Maswaku,
Very true.
who plays for West Ham.
Very true.
There's Cedric Bakumbu, who used to be an ex-Villarreal player. Do you think Uganda has what it takes to stop these people? Uganda, by the way, a very good side.
Well, I think if you look at the FIFA ranking, I think Uganda has done well. And on the other hand, you can see they are in front of the East African countries. I don't know how their performance will be against those top countries in terms of football because we've seen them in Sekafa, we've seen them in other competitions, in friendlies, but now it is time to test themselves. So I think what they should do is just agree that, yes, they are somehow behind DRC, agree on that, and again, respect that fact. Go into that match knowing that they might lose, they might win. So concentrate on what you want and then score early, then Tulia, because also they have a good goalkeeper, they have a good attacking.
Talking about goalkeepers, you're getting into that because Nicolette had mentioned for the Egypt-Zimbabwe game, her man of the match was a Zimbabwe goalkeeper, if I'm not wrong. That's what she mentioned, right? Oh no, she said Trezeguet. You mentioned the goalkeeper, but I want.
She
Dennis,
also mentioned the goalkeeper.
I want Dennis and Nicolette to take us through Uganda's goalkeeper, Dennis Onyango. Of course, he won an award last season in the PSL. He plays for Mamelodi Sundowns. Nicolette, what's your take on Dennis Onyango?
I can't.
Basically, Delvin, let me just go first on my take about Dennis Onyango. Of course, this is a keeper that has been regarded as the best keeper in Africa. So I think he's going to have a major task at his hand to ensure that Uganda do not concede as many goals from DR Congo. Remember, the Democratic Republic of Congo is such a team that is composed of players who are participating in international leagues, and it is a squad filled up of very skillful players. But it all goes down to Dennis Onyango. I think he's very skillful when it comes to keeping the ball and just making sure that his side does not concede as many goals. Nicolette, maybe your sentiments about Dennis Onyango, the keeper of Uganda.
I think for me, I'll say it'll be a test for Dennis Onyango against DRC because DRC is a star-studded. This is what people forget. It's a star-studded team.
True.
They have players that are playing across Europe.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a test for him to prove now how good of a keeper he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Now, with the sentiments of Nicolette Delvin, just before we throw it back to you, of course, on the social media platform, we're still having tweets that are coming in. A few people who are also supporting my idea of Mo Salah being the man of the match, like Stephanie_Wayoa, who says, Mo Salah was good yesterday as always. Someone tell Bar Prince atulie tunamwelewa. Then the laughing emojis there, and then hot. So I do not understand. At the beginning of the show, somebody said something about a few ladies, trolling Bar Prince social media. Anyway, thank you, Miss Wayo, for your feedback. Of course, we have another Jackson Ohalo who says we love the show here in Kilgoris. I'm team East Africa. So what can we say to Jackson Ohalo?
I think at least he's showing patriotism.
Exactly.
He's supporting the entire East Africa.
Exactly. And go Team Kenya, go Harambee Stars, yeah? And thank you, Ohalo, for the feedback. And then maybe just to read the final tweet over here, Nicolette, take us through Vincent Yaks, what he says.
So he says there have been criticisms about African football of late. We showed them class. This is Africa, and this means more. Which is true, because, our first opening game was terrific.
Terrific,
Yeah.
exactly. And it was just filled up with a lot of sportsmanship, and it was very, very entertaining from the first minute to the last minute.
Yeah.
So, Delvin, we'll throw it back to you from the social media corner.
Okay, now, Prince,
Yes,
because we
yes.
have 3 games to cover
Yes.
in the space of 20 minutes. I need your prediction for Uganda versus DRC.
I think DRC is beating Uganda 3-0.
3-0. Well, I'll go for a 2-1 victory to DRC, but I'm not going to allow Dennis and Nicolette to predict because they'll have the prediction corner towards the ending of the show. So let's move forward now. Nigeria versus Burundi.
Nigeria versus
Let's
Burundi.
start with Nigeria, the Super Eagles.
Yes.
I had once upon a time used to support them.
Who? By who? Who said that? No. I have never supported them. But anyway, Obi Mikel has been my favorite guy. You know, you remember back
links
then.
with Chelsea,
Guinea. So what I'm trying to say is that they are pretty much, they'll try to prove that, yes, we can do something against the big names. And also, we have all it takes, and we have, our nation in this competition, we are not here just for granted. We did not qualify to be here to come and get beaten or thrashed. So they will try to improve also. Tackle. Utapata tackle zingine hard pale, wengine ati wanaweza pata ma-injury because these boys will go hard on them.
So I'd like to assume you're going to be backing Nigeria because you had mentioned that
you
want Kenya to be the farthest team, the team from East Africa that progresses the farthest.
We might get at stalemate.
Okay, let me cross over to Dennis and
Stalemate ni draw.
I remember you asking us. Anyway, just a topic for another day. And now, Nicolette and Dennis, please take us through Nigeria, their chances in this game and throughout just the whole tournament, basically.
Well, I think I'd go first. Of course, Nigeria have fielded, players, very young players, talented players. The coach is very experienced, but he's opted to go for a few veteran players like John Obi Mikel. Obi Mikel, I think, has the experience. He's played in AFCON for so many times. So I think Obi Mikel is going to provide a lot for the Nigerian side. Of course, Nigeria also have the likes of Alex Iwobi. And pretty much, I think I'll go with Alex Iwobi and John Obi Mikel. So I think Burundi don't stand a chance against against Nigeria because Burundi, remember, are debutants in this competition. So they do not have enough experience to compete in AFCON. I don't see them going far.
But now, if we place experience onto the fact that Burundi will probably not make it through Nigeria, there are a lot of teams in the world that have had a first-time debut and gone further in football competitions. Yeah. For me, as usual, being that person who always backs the underdog, I would rather back Burundi because, like you say, you can name 4 or 5 players in the Nigerian squad. Yeah. Can you name the same players in the Burundi squad? No, because you don't know them, you don't know their tactics, you don't know their style of play, you do not know what tricks they have up their sleeves waiting for Nigeria. On the other hand, Nigeria, we've read them like an open book. I'm going to back Burundi.
Well, Burundi, it only has one star, his name, Berahino, right? So, with that said, I think Nicolette has gone for Burundi victory. I'm backing Nigeria. We are here to see how that match pans out tonight. But it seems like Bar Prince has a contention. Bar Prince, before we get to your comment, let me just take you through some funny tweets that are actually coming our way about still the Egypt versus Zimbabwe match. We have I Am Kenya, that is Dream Media 254, saying this commentator just blamed the other Egyptian players for Mo Salah stumbling and falling on his own. I have now had it all. Nicolette, I think we talked about the commentators saying everything about Egypt and not talking about Zimbabwe. Yeah. We also have a couple of other. I
think let's read Nyumbani's tweets because it has really made my afternoon. So basically, Nyumbani Kwangu says, Zimbabwean goalkeeper has done more work in 90 minutes than Robert Mugabe in 30 years.
I think that says it all about Zimbabwe. Yeah?
Yeah, I think they were completely underrated. I think Egypt completely underrated them going into this game.
Yeah. Well, thank you at Nyumbani Kwangu for your feedback. Of course, Delvin, like we've said, I'm backing Nigeria. Nicolette White is backing Burundi because she doesn't know what kind of tricks Burundi have up their sleeves. Back to you, Delvin.
Nicolette just happens to amaze me. She normally just supports the underdogs, so I'm not even surprised by her going for Burundi.
Jamaa anaitwa Nyumbani Kwangu. Lakini hawa Kenya watatumaliza. Nyumbani Kwangu. Unaweza pata imeandikwa nyumbani _ kwangu. Lakini ni sawa. Didi Buddha. Lakini let me ask Nicolette, why is it that you're supporting Burundi? Why is it that she's supporting Burundi? But anyway, I'm not supporting.
Let me answer you, Ba.
Why?
Let me answer you, please.
Nikahanda muko.
You know, in what do you call this? When you learn how to swim in the ocean, you're told always swim against the waves. Don't follow the waves, you'll drown.
She
That's
likes
what
to
I'm
be
doing.
different. In short, she likes to be different.
Different with Burundi.
But now why you let me go back. Nyumbani kwangu. That's a very loyal follower of ours. Normally, he or she, I don't know if he's a he or a she. Normally tweets.
Tunaona, you even don't know if he's a she or a he. Sasa mtu anafaa kuwe haji.
Give me your prediction. Nigeria, Burundi.
Nigeria, Burundi. Yeah. Burundi hii itakuwa simesema stalemate.
Stalemate.
Yes, hawa watatoshana tu nguvu. I think Burundi watataka pull something, watataka surprise people, and it's their first match, so definitely you have to send a statement.
Okay, now before I cross over to Nicolette and Dennis for the prediction corner, for me, my prediction for Nigeria versus Burundi, I'll go for a slight victory. For the Super Eagles, I'll go for a 2-1 victory. And then Guinea-Madagascar prediction. Of course, Guinea with the likes of Naby Keita.
Yeah, they're good. It's a good side. I think Guinea will have it 3 points, maybe 2 goals to nil.
2 goals to nil to Guinea?
Yeah, to Guinea.
Okay, Madagascar as well, I believe it's their first time.
It's their first time, yes, they have all it takes, but anyway, Guinea has my upper hand.
Okay, for me as well, of course, it'll have to be Guinea. I'm not Nicolette White to be supporting the underdogs. But now let me cross over to Dennis and Nicolette White. Dennis, you'll take us through their predictions for the games today. That is Uganda versus DRC, Nigeria versus Burundi, and Guinea versus Madagascar.
So I'll start off with the Guinea versus Madagascar game. A lot of people might consider this to be, not much of a big deal of a game. But remember, Guinea has a few stars, Naby Keita, yeah? Yeah. And there's another, Sissoko, I think. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, Guinea has a few players who might actually turn up for the side, and I think they have an upper hand against Madagascar. So I see them winning by 2 goals to nil. Then going on to the Nigeria versus Burundi match, I think Nigeria have a lot of experience. I see a 3-goal victory to Nigeria. Then the final game is going to be between. Which says the final match is...
Actually, the first match is DRC versus Uganda.
Yeah, and that's the match that I was actually forgetting. So DRC versus Uganda, I'm going for a DRC victory, but a very narrow victory, 2 goals to 1. Yeah.
I think on the DRC-Uganda part, I also feel like it's a 2 goals to 1 victory to DRC. Yeah. For Madagascar and Guinea, of course, I'm going to back Guinea, but I don't think Madagascar will make it that easy for them. So I'll go for a 1-0 victory. And then, of course, Burundi, Nigeria, I'll go for a 1-1 draw.
Right. So I think that is all you have from this side. Maybe just to go through some of the feedback that we've been getting on Twitter. This is Gamer Jones again replying to the trivia question that we asked earlier about Samuel Eto'o. And the question went like, Samuel Eto'o, how many AFCON trophies has he won with Cameroon? And Gamer Jones says, 2 AFCON trophies for Eto'o in the year 2000 and in the year 2002 with Cameroon. So, Devin, I'll let you be the judge of that answer.
The answer will be...
Tuliuliza ni trophies ngapi? Hatukuuliza mwaka.
The question is this. How many trophies has Samuel Eto'o won? How many AFCON trophies has Eto'o won with Cameroon?
Do you know in KCSE ungeelelea uanze kujibu
but Prince, before you get on the case of Gamer Jones, I think he's answered it correctly.
How many?
He started off with 2 AFCON trophies for Eto'o in 2000 and in 2002 with Cameroon.
Sasa tuliuliza ni mwaka gani?
He's gone further to give you the details.
Let me just jump to the details. You like causing havoc, eh?
No. I'm just asking. Because mimi nakumbuka nikirongiwa jibu kwa sababu nimeendelea kujibu vitu ambazo sijaulizwa.
Oh, just tell him not to give a lot of details. That is what you mean, but the answer is correct.
Yes, too.
Okay. Anyway, that is said, Nicolette. Thank you for that prediction corner. Now, since we have a bit of time.
Yes.
Harambee Stars.
Harambee Stars. Thank you so much. Harambee Stars, sisi kama vile unajua, Baba was there. He prayed for them. On the other hand, pia, everybody hapa tunawaombea sana. Even if we don't have time to go there, but we are together with them. So they will do what we expect of them.
Okay, now, my director just informed me our time is up. So let me thank you first, since you're the one here with me on this set. Thank you for showing up.
Thank you too for having me.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yes.
Harambee Stars.
Harambee Stars is beating Nigeria.
Will you be here? That's what I'm asking.
You will be here.
Yeah, we need your hype. I think the ladies are all routing for you to be here.
Forget about ladies.
Anyway, let me cross. Dennis, Nicolette, thank you guys for being available. Dennis, I'll be with you here tomorrow again.
Sure.
Covering Harambee Stars, Algeria. Nicolette,
Yes.
Algeria, Harambee Stars, I want your prediction. I know you'll tell me you can't come tomorrow.
To be honest, deep down inside my heart, I feel like it's going to be a draw.
A draw. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Now, let me thank the viewers at home as well for tuning in and for all those feedbacks we've gotten on Twitter. Thank you to our loyal followers, the likes of Gema, Nyumbani Kwangu, as you are making a fun out of it. Okay. And everyone who has watched and continue tuning in. And do join us here tomorrow, same time. And then also during the primetime sports, we'll be having a special Harambee Stars coverage. So, yeah, continue enjoying your coverage here on Ibru TV and keep it sporty.